Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I made a huge mistake. Whew, goodness gracious, guys. This gazebo is taking forever. You know, it wore David out from Come On Homesteading. I don't think it was the solar carport, because all he did was operate the tractor, right? Woo, this is hot, this is tiring. Oh, he put in a couple little bolts and nuts and washers. I'll give him that. He did put in some nuts, bolts, and washers, but what really tired him out was helping with this solar carport. And I kind of wish maybe he wouldn't have been so tired. I'll tell you why here in just a minute. Not Coke Zero, but very delicious. So I been working on this since David left, and we pretty much got all the structure up, and I had to put all the sheet metal on and the drip edge and all the decorative brackets and all that stuff. Sounds like it'd be pretty easy, right? Well, yesterday I got up here and the weather was gorgeous and it was just perfect for it. And I commenced getting this panel on. I'm actually under a shaded area right now. This panel on, this panel on, this panel on, this panel on, and then things didn't quite line up. I'm like, I'm 20% down one side, and all of a sudden, things aren't lining up. Well, what's up with that? And I get the instructions out, I look at these pieces, and I just hem and haul. I take a bunch of nuts and bolts out, and I rearrange things, and I was like, oh my goodness. Well, I guess I need to go get ready for my live stream, because yesterday, not only did I finish up the solar panels and the battery for my gate opener. Hopefully y'all saw the video on my gate opener. Appreciate those that commented on that. I also put together an e-bike for Grandma Carol. And so she could ride around the trike. It's a moon cool. You've seen moon cools before. Matter of fact, that video should come out tomorrow. This video was supposed to come out tomorrow, but it has been a veritable smorgasbord of headaches. Tons and tons of headaches. Matter of fact, it's such a headache, I dropped a beam on my head. Oh, and it hurt. Oh my gosh. I got a big old knot right here. Actually, I got a knot in two spots. One knot was from in Grandma Carol's. I turned around and whacked my head on a corner of a cabinet. But today, I dropped something on my head. All right, so yesterday I did the live stream. Appreciate all those that watched the live stream with me. It was fun. And today, you guys know the storms are coming. We are told that us here in the Mid-South are now threat category 5. The previous times we were threat category 4 when all those tornadoes came through and we had devastation, loss of life in the area and everything. That was threat category 4. This is threat category 5. I didn't even know about these threat categories for storms until this year. So has it always been a thing? Or did I just not pay attention? Am I now friends with someone who does pay attention all the time? And that means I'm paying attention all the time? Very well could be. Very well could be. But threat category 5. And what we're seeing right now is 25 to 35 mile an hour winds sustained. And I'm up here trying to put sheet metal on a gazebo. Yeah, I'm not very bright. I got to get it done though. I want to get all the sheet metal on before the storms, get it all fastened down, get it done properly. And it's been a bear. It's been a bear. So I got out here today and I commenced to doing my my Plato, my Socrates. Yeah. And I went, well, that's not right. And that's not right. Why is that not right? So let me reverse engineer this. Why is that not right? It ended up being an integral part of this gazebo was installed incorrectly. It was backwards. I'm talking 180 degrees backwards. Integral part to this build. Once I figured that out, I was like, oh my gosh, I already got 20% of the sheet metal on the roof and all the structure and the frame and the joists and the trusses and oh my gosh. So I got to looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I think I can remove this integral part of this structure. I think I can remove it. And I commenced to doing so. I got it on film. And when I got it unbolted and I pushed it up, I realized I had no way to catch it. So I kind of let it go. And I got it caught on one of the frames and I was hoping that would hold it. And then my dumb butt, because I'm a little on the height challenge side, I'm only 5'10", I was reaching up trying to get it and I decided, oh, I'll just jump, pop it up and catch it. That was probably one of my first mistakes. That was probably one of my first mistakes. Wouldn't be the last, would not be the last today. So I jump up, boom, and it pops over and I, donks me on the head, on the shoulder and the head. Got it on video. You'll get to see it in the video, me putting this up, me and David. So then I got it down and I reversed it and getting it back installed. Easier said than done. I got it up from one end, slid it in, and then I had to put all the sheet metal back where it goes without taking the sheet metal off. I worked for about an hour on that, prying and pulling and jigging and jagging and yeah. Needless to say, that didn't work. Needless to say, that didn't work a bit. Man, this wind is bad. Wind is blowing like crazy. I'm having to keep things on things to keep them from flying away. So I got it up there and I had decided, Tim, there's no way you're going to get this all back together without taking the sheet metal off the roof. Now this sheet metal are secured by 4 different type of fasteners and they've got these spacers that go between the frame and the sheet metal to keep it from deforming and giving a little cushion. Every single fastener on this roof, again, has 4, every single fastener, there's 4 different types of fasteners. Some have nuts, some have threads, some have different lengths and everything. 4 different ones. And they all have these rubber, let's see if I have one here. Yeah, I got one right here. They all have these little rubber things right here, and every one of these has to go between the sheet metal, the bolt goes down, has to go between the sheet metal and then between the structure. And sometimes you can't even get these slid up in there. Oh my gosh. So I had to take down a portion of this sheet metal. I didn't have to take it all down, luckily. Got it all lined back up. Then I had to commence to putting that thing back together. One more thing. Every piece of sheet metal that slides up into the peak is supposed to have these all across the top of it. Well, these slide on the end of the metal and they just slide right off. So needless to say, I ain't got those on it either. It has been a frustrating day. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if you can see me right now because the light behind me, the shadows. But I am sitting under the shade right now because I've been out in the sun and I've actually got some shade now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 11 sheets of sheet metal up already. I just don't know. I just don't know. I gotta get this done before the storms come. Yeah, because it's already muddy up here, and I'm having to walk on paper and stuff to keep from tracking mud everywhere. As soon as guys, it's supposed to rain, I think 3 inches tonight, and then Friday I think it's supposed to rain 10 inches, and it's supposed to rain. Oh, today's Wednesday. 3 inches tonight. No, 3 inches Thursday, 10 inches Friday, and maybe 7 inches Saturday. Something like that. It's supposed to be like a 100-year flood again. Luckily, I live up on the ridge, but all the low-lying areas around me flood, so the water covers the road. So I can still get stranded on the ridge, you know, kind of similar to what David does, but he gets actually stranded on his ridge. Mine, I can leave the ridge, just can't go nowhere because the roads are all blocked. You'd think when you live in a hilly area, you wouldn't have that problem, but no, every hilly area has a valley, and every road has to go through a valley somewhere, and it covers with water, and then you're stuck. I've been stuck by fallen trees before, had to get a chainsaw and clear them, been stuck by water. Just don't want no DD5 drifter down moments, right? Turn around, don't drown. I was up here this morning, and I noticed deer tracks under my gazebo. Apparently the deer like my gazebo now too. You're like, Tim, won't your gazebo fly away in the wind? You don't have your concrete done. You said you didn't get your concrete pedestals done, your footers. True. But what I did do is all 6 of the columns are anchored to the ground with wolf fang anchors for like trapping animals, you know, stuff. Those wolf fang anchors, they go real deep in the ground and they catch very well. So I've got 6 of them holding it right now. And then whenever I go to do the concrete, I can dig the holes, pour the concrete, let it set, and then slide the columns up over the concrete, drill the anchor bolt holes, Redheads or Hilti, whichever brand you want to talk about, and that will keep it permanently stationed. Right now it has these anchors in there, and it's actually doing pretty well. Yeah, this has been way more frustrating than it should have been. You can probably see how dark I'm getting. You know, my farmer's tan, standing out here working in the sunshine for days now. And I love this job, guys. I love YouTube. I love talking to you guys. I love showing you my mistakes. Oh, speaking of mistakes, I know a lot of you are asking, well, Tim, who put the integral piece to the canopy on backwards? Who do you think? Leave me a comment down below. Who do you think put the integral piece of the canopy on backwards that made Tim have to redo all of it? Well, not all of it, but leave me a comment down below. In the video, when I get this done, the video that I'm gonna put out when I get this done, in the video, I show you what exactly was backwards. You see it fall on my head, you see me fix it, and then I tell you who put it on backwards. Was it me? Was it David? Was it Grandma Carol? Was it Morgan? Was it my hay supplier? No, wasn't the hay supplier. Morgan wasn't up here. Grandma Carol hadn't been helping on this, but just me and David. So really it's stuff, you got a 50-50 chance. And if you think about who puts this thing on backwards, who makes mistakes, that may or may not help you. Because, you know, I put a beam on backwards up on the solar carport. And I put the bolts in without the washers. So you could say it was me that probably put this integral piece to the gazebo on backwards. But you may or may not be right. Leave a comment down below which one you think, and then when that video comes out, we can go back and look and see who was right and who was wrong. All right, I'm gonna take a lunch break. I've had about all the fun I can have for a minute. I'm gonna get this video up to you, take a lunch break, and then I'm gonna try to finish this up before the storms come this evening. I don't know. Can I do it? I'm gonna try. It is slow going, guys. There is thousands and thousands of bolts. Look, I mean, just box after box of bolts and nuts and these spacers. I mean, look, I got a bag of those little rubber spacers that I still got to put up. I just need to bring some music up here, put it on time lapse, and just get her done, don't I? Just get her done. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go grab me a bite to eat and get back up here and hopefully not fall off the ladder when this wind blowing so hard. Every time I grab a piece of metal above my head, it goes, woo, I feel like I'm gonna go, you know, do like a Mary Poppins, ah, with the umbrellas. All right, guys, I love every single one of you guys, and until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life.